More ancient history jewelry stories. It's time for another story about ancient Egypt. Out of the entire ancient world, there have been more gold artifacts found from ancient Egypt than anywhere else. This is because gold is abundant in parts of Africa, especially the parts that made up the ancient Egyptian kingdoms and Nubia. Pure gold, as well as a naturally occurring alloy of gold and silver called electrum, were plentiful and were used often. Unlike gold, silver was incredibly rare in ancient Egypt and usually had to be imported via trade, usually from places like modern-day Anatolia and Greece. And that's what makes this artifact so special. This is the silver coffin of the Pharaoh Psusennes I. He was the third pharaoh of the 21st dynasty, ruling from 1047 to 1001 BCE. Not that much is known about the pharaohs of this period. Psusennes I has the honor of having been found in the only unlooted pharaoh's tomb found to date. Even King Tutankhamun's tomb was looted at least twice in antiquity. He was found inside of two outer sarcophagi, which were recycled from earlier pharaohs in what can really only be described as state-sanctioned looting. Older tombs and monuments were taken apart for modern projects and reused in temples and tombs. His inner coffin is this sensational, solid silver coffin inlaid with gold. This amount of silver represents a level of luxury and wealth that would have been audacious even for an ancient Egyptian pharaoh. In fact, the only other silver coffin that we've seen was found in the antechamber of Psusennes' tomb. Inside of Psusennes' beautiful silver coffin is an object that might look familiar. This is a gold burial mask that closely resembles the one found with Tutankhamun. One of the major differences is that there is less inlay in this one, focusing mainly on the eyes. It's interesting that a dynasty of pharaohs who was recycling older monuments was also displaying such ostentatious wealth with these silver coffins. The recycling of older monuments hints at a lack of resources, whether financial or in terms of raw materials. Though Psusennes I's mummy did not survive intact, researchers were able to test his remains and found that he most likely died in old age. For ancient Egypt, I would venture to guess that means he lived at least until his 60s. It's a shame we don't know more about a pharaoh who, sent off into the afterlife, warranted such an ostentatious coffin.